Hello everybody, welcome here to Seafoam Stadium in the Twin Cities of Minnesota for the season finale of the 2023 AUDL season. This game features the undefeated at home 9-2 wind chill and the Detroit Mechanix looking for their first victory of the year and their first victory in several years actually, but the game is, well, a similar situation happened last year, didn't it?
Yeah, kind of comes through as Berglund gets turned around. But these teams are slow to test Minnesota. Very patient in their play.
Well, Kenev took a deep shot there, and that's going to be the first score of the game. And that's Brendan Gessner. He gets the goal for Detroit. And there were a couple chances passed within 7 seconds of receiving it. A goal is worth 1 point. Whichever team leads at the end of regulation is your winner. As we see a huck to Bevan. And that is a goal. The officials are going to rule him in there. However, if the score is tied after regulation, a 5-minute overtime period will be up, slowing the Detroit offense up as Jack Havey with the disc now. Him and Cubit moving nicely.
And Detroit continues to stretch this field. They've had a couple people run deep. There's another shot.
Yeah, and that was exactly the shot that Cubit was looking for. He finds number 12, Carson Chamberlain, and how about that? Our two players to watch connecting on that score.
I mean, for any, looks off the deep huck. Comes back under shallow, though.
Yeah, Klain was able to make a nice move there, and he's got Marty Adams. The defender there, Gaither, sort of poached on that one, trying to make the D on Klain, and he ended up no man's land. I did see Cubit calling for a pick there, so it could have happened anywhere where it was turned over, as Cubit is going to send one deep.
Oh, that's such a great disc. It lays straight the entire stretch of the field. I thought that was going to break left or right, but no shot. What a throw.
Yeah, and that's Jack Havey with the goal for Detroit. Enjoying their time as Bevan, looking to get out of a tough stall count, gets the disc to Klain, who's sending it deep for Brandt. Brandt's got a step. He slows up, and he makes the grab over number 32, Chris. Well, there's been a lot of them here in Minnesota with this pulling technique as Madison with a D in the end zone. Not quite a Callahan. I'm sure he would have loved that, but he'll take the D nonetheless. And now Berglund will bring the disc to the front of the goal line, and he takes a quick scoober, and that is a goal for Marco Dregny.
I mean, that is exactly...
As Kenev on the near side of the field.
Marked by McCoskey. What a throw! What a D!
Yeah, and that was Paul Krennick with a layout bid there. And now a catch in the end zone. That's a goal for Becker Matthey, number 30. And what a sequence. Detroit was looking for a call somewhere along the line. And Paul...
For everybody not in the know, pretty much every AUDL team has a defensive line and an offensive line, and they keep the two fairly separate.
And a layout grab by Kenev. Not quite in the end zone, but a great play nonetheless. It's getting stalled, though, but he makes that read through Vanotka and gets it in to Havey for the score. And again, Detroit keeping it close. Only 3 minutes left in the quarter. And, of course, we have to see this again. Great forehand.
To go, where are they going? They can't go back. They have to go forwards.
Well, they're doing it now. Kenev finally takes the shot. The disc is hanging. Madison is closing. Goes for the bid, and Gessner with the grab. And that'll tie things up. So 2 breaks in a row for Detroit, and it's 6-6. The disc to Josh Klain. Brandt goes full send to Cheetah. Disc hanging in the air, but I think it's going to be too far.
Oh my God, a double bid. I think it goes down. The defense should be credited. I think Cheetah second-guessed that. He had an opening, peeled back on the velocity for a hot second.
Really been making Detroit work for some of these tosses, and a poach there by DeClerc.
That's one of the classic Detroit throwaways. I mean, you know, temper flaring.
Absolutely, and now Davenport goes for Cubit, unable to make the grab, and DeClerc takes it out of midair. He fires for Madison, and he makes the grab. We normally see DeClerc with the scores, but he gets the assist on this one.
Hey, it still counts for a +1 in my book.
Well, a lot of things count for a +1, especially when you do half the point yourself, and Mattis gives the camera. Well, I hope it's more than 12 inches, but yes, Brower over the top, finds Hansen. Hansen goes deep looking for Barkas. This one will be close. He makes the toe tap.
Are they going to call him in? They do. The ref signal it good, and all of a sudden it's 11-6.
And yeah, we saw Cubitt take some long shots early, and it just hasn't happened as, wow, McCoskey almost got another one, but here goes Cubitt. He's got Havey the speedster, and he makes the grab.
With a minute left, Mechanix finally get a score for the quarter, but that was nearly defended. The layout
and we'll see a fairly deep shot for Klain. Klain takes the far shot for Brandt. Brandt making sure he's got enough room, and he does. And
10 seconds.
A high one for Kenev. He makes the grab, though, with 5 seconds left, and he takes the shot. Time's going to expire here, and it's over the top and a grab in the back of the end zone. That's going to be Havey. He just had the disc about 10 seconds ago.
They'll take that over a sea of blue, white, and red. It doesn't matter.
Field it in the end zone. Davenport gets it to Cubitt. Matthew makes quick work getting it to him, and Cubitt takes a deep shot for Chamberlain. It's hanging in the air. Krennic versus Chamberlain. And a double bid disc hits the turf. Chamberlain frustrated with that one, but that is a great matchup with Krennic and Chamberlain if we're going to see that in the second half.
You know, I wish that disc had
a couple days, probably.
I think skin deep is the phrase that we like to go with.
Yeah, and Brandt makes the grab over Simonelli.
Rips that one free and finds the quick break instantly afterwards. The defense and the assists and the jump bump. That was well played from Minnesota, able to convert on that score, and Bevon will instantly be back on that start.
Who have a lot of length, and we've seen that action thus far.
Yeah, Kinev's going to take that shot, though.
And he's got Cubitt in the end zone, and that's a layout score for Joe Cubitt. You thought he was hurt. He is not. He's hurting the other team.
Man, what an emphatic layout point, and that of the game.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him credit for 2, but I believe he had 1 more. Yeah, they have him getting 2 right now.
While we are looking, though, Noah Hansen tracks that disc down. Mikoski with the feed. Mickey Walsh, I think, gets credit for the assist. But Hansen comes down with the double team 2. Madison Lacey looking for it, but a nice around throw gets him there. Detroit's going to take another shot deep.
And DeClerc's there. Chamberlain's there. DeClerc used quite a bit of body there, but
they're going to have to really hustle here. The clock is still ticking. 5 seconds now. It's going to be on Barry to find a shot, and they're going for it, but Kittleson can't get there in time. The defense is true, and I think it is solid passes that have a good zip to them, but there's just nobody home on the other end.
Nope, but speaking of who's home, Berglund finds Mickey Walsh on the far side of the end zone.
With a 50% conversion rating for all you aspiring mathematicians.
And Kenev going deep for Betch.
And that's just too easy. Minnesota got burned so hard there. He had 20 yards of separation, and that is the easiest deep shot you've ever seen.
Over the top with another scooper. And Brandt and Klain have really worked well in the handler set. Brandt will go deep for Barry, one-on-one, and he makes the grab over Plager.
Twice now, Barry using the perfect positioning and his height to great effect. Reads that one to a T. Kenev with the disc, Cubitt in the backfield.
Yeah, and now open in the end zone is Chamberlain, and a scoober gets there, and you don't want to see that. I don't know what's going on there. I hope he's not hurt. I hope he's also not faking that he's hurt either. And some not even errant. Some just great poaches.
Nice little cut there by Barry. Gets to the sideline. He'll take a shot deep. He's looking. Marty Adams is there, and he brings it down.
Absolutely, and a great throw by Barry there. What do you think, Nick?
I think that was a perfect grab. I'm sorry I was caught watching that one. He's going to take that catch, put it into a throw. Berglund's there, but the catch is still made, and an emphatic celebration over Berglund. They'll high-five afterwards. It's good sportsmanship all around, but Detroit in the last handful of minutes have started to look like a completely different team.
Yeah, Goober.
But I think one more throw is going to seal it for the wind chill. The crowd on their feet. 6 seconds left. They're going to let this one fly just for the fans out here. And Minnesota will not get the final score. A great defensive effort and actually maybe some words brandished between those two.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Detroit liked the send at the last second, but, you know, Matthew needs the practice and game situation for the playoffs. But Gaither happy about the D there to end the game.